name is Katie Carson. I am the Duchess of Suds here at Royalty Soaps, and today I will make a cottagecore inspired soap. Now, if you haven't had the absolute pleasure of downloading TikTok, then you probably aren't familiar with cottagecore. I'm also not even sure how new this whole concept is, because whenever I saw it, I was like, so, cottagecore equals fairies. Okay, got it. It's essentially just romantic, whimsical, fairy nature stuff. In layman's terms. Fairy nature stuff. Fairy nature aesthetic. People who want to be a fairy and decorate their houses like they are. This whole trend definitely speaks to my 16, 17-year-old romantic Katie whimsical fairytopia self, but I wanted to mix it with fall. Thus, the bookshop design was created. So it has sort of an autumn bookshop smell. It's very specific, and it was honestly kind of hard to create. And then we have sort of the autumnal rich colors, the crimson, the hunter green. You got like this marigold color in there, or goldenrod I should say, goldenrod color in there. And then on top we have all of the fairy trinkets. So we have little pine cones, little acorns, and then the soap will eventually be stamped with books. I do not have the stamp. I'm sorry. I ran out of time. Specifically, the stamp has been delayed multiple times because of things going on in the world. So, by the time these are available to purchase, they will have been stamped. But I didn't stamp them in this video. I'll upload a picture to Instagram later. I've really rambled. I'm sorry. Happy fall, y'all. And let's make a cottagecore inspired soap. Okay guys, I am ready to rock. This is going to be so much fun. Never has a more autumnal soap been made. Okay, well maybe. Like, there's pumpkin soaps and there's people that do like super intricate soaps where they only get like 6 bars out of it. I'm sure somebody's done something slightly more autumnal, but that is beside the point. The point is, this is the only autumnal cottagecore soap I've seen as of like today. So let's go ahead and blend our lye water solution into our oils. The recipe I'm using today can be found in the description box below for free. Okay, so normally if I was doing a smaller batch, oh my goodness. Okay, so this one's seen better days. That is black oxide that has stained the bucket. Don't worry, I'm not doing a white soap today, so I'm not worried about it. I'll probably just put green or red in that bucket. You won't even be able to see it in the final design. It just looks a hot mess. If I was splitting this soap into 5 colors, I could put these into smaller containers, but because there's only 4, I have to get out my big white pitchers. I get asked all the time where these are from. They're from the dollar store, y'all. They're not fancy. Anyone can afford them. I think because I'm a professional soap maker, lots of people think that I have some really like splurgy materials. There are some things that we have that are more expensive, but most of our everyday materials are very common. Like my stick blender is 25 bucks on Amazon, at least the ones that I'm using in these videos. Teasers. These buckets that I'm using here are kind of pricey. They're off of Websterine. I definitely splurged on those. But like these guys were like $4, $4 or $5 on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. Like most of my stuff is from the dollar store. This is from the dollar store or Walmart for about $1. All right, let's do some colors. So first one we have here is Queen Catherine. It has been a long time since I've used this color, but it is the perfect crimson red for fall. Next we have Orange Oxide mixed with Pumpkin Head. That is going to deepen the pumpkin head to being, oh, it's still gonna be pumpkin. It's just gonna be a little darker, not such a bright, vivid pumpkin. Then I have True Yellow mixed with Yellow Oxide. This is going to take it to a mustard color. Then I have Green Oxide mixed with Green Vibrance. So the Green Vibrance is going to boost the Green Oxide, make it a little bit brighter. Okay, so now I'm going to blend this up with my stick blender. On second thought, it appears that that is unnecessary. At least for right now. Now it's time to add the Super Secret Sauce Fragrance Oil blend. I have used all the fragrance oils in this blend before, and they typically rice a little bit, which is one of the reasons I decided not to blend with my stick blender until the very, very last second. It actually doesn't look like it's doing so bad. Still, just to make sure, I'm gonna blend it up with my stick blender real quick, and then we'll start pouring into my 2 brambleberry molds. I am so proud of this fragrance oil blend, y'all. I tested tons of things. I have smelled many different bookstore and library fragrances, mainly in candles throughout the years, and I always feel like they fall a little bit short of my expectations. I typically want a richer smell from that particular fragrance oil category, and I think I've got it this time. Now, the blend that I've created is specifically tailored for fall. So you should be envisioning a bookshop in autumn specifically, because autumn has a different smell than the other seasons. All right, I'm going to start with red, and I have let the mixture thicken up a little bit because I have so many colors in this. I really, really do not want them to blend too much, especially that green. You guys probably remember from Prince John that greens can really mess up the appearance of soaps. For lack of a better word, they can just muddy the waters a little bit. And so to help avoid that, I've let the soap sit up until it's pretty gloopy, which for this particular fragrance oil blend really only took about, I'd say 3 to 5 minutes. I didn't have to wait very long at all. Also on the second pass, I'm going to go ahead and start scraping out the containers because I don't want to leave a bunch for the top. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more orange into this one because it's a little less full than its counterpart on this side. This smells incredible. That's for all you kids that used to play Bejeweled. Incredible. All right, I'm gonna tap these down on the ground, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna put on the soap frosting. All right, folks, we have a green soap frosting with gold drizzles on the side. Hopefully that makes everything look rather magical. The green is a little darker than it will be tomorrow. That's just because Green Vibrance looks a little bit funny. Those of y'all who have been around here for a while knows that this will be a slightly lighter green after the cure, which is great. That is our preference, of course. This smell is so good. It is filling up the room. I can smell it on the other side of my studio. And speaking of the studio, I have not named this little cottage. I kept wanting to name my main house Holiday House because a lot of my friends are going to come out to see me in the countryside, and it's going to be like a holiday for them. But I feel like that's not quite Anne of Green Gables enough. I've always loved that she named her house Ingleside, and so I kind of want to do the naming of the house / the land because there's more than just one thing on this property. There's like a garage and a studio, so there's multiple buildings, so just calling it Holiday House wouldn't make a lot of sense because it's not just one home. But I don't know, because I also don't want to go like too country-ish. I don't want it to be called like Green Acres or the Carson Farm or anything like that. So I don't know, I'm between a rock and a hard place on naming this house. I also don't really want to name it anything soapy this time because it's going to be acting as a guest house as well. I don't want it to be like exclusively soap related, if that makes sense. But seriously, if you guys give me a name that I enjoy, I will send you a bar of the exclusive guest house soap that I'm gonna make. Yes, that's right. There will be a guest house exclusive soap that I design for the guests that I have that stay at my house to use in the shower and then to take home with them as kind of like, you know, a little fun gift. Thanks for staying at my place. All right, let's get this last little dollop here on top, not mounting it up too high because I have 3 embeds to put on this, and it is quite tall already. Okay, so now I'm going to tap a little bit of gold on top. This is just to highlight the ridges and set a teeny tiny bit of a barrier between the embeds going up on top and the green. There is one green embed, so I'm trying to sort of set it apart. Okay, so the first embed we're putting on top is a leaf. I have lots of different sizes, lots of different shapes, and honestly, a few different shades as well. So there's gonna be lots of different types here on top. This is the only one that might get cut in the process, which is totally fine because you'll still know exactly what it is. So for this design, I've sort of been imagining the frosting as the roof of the bookshop, and then these are the items on top of the roof in the fall. Like as the wind blows, the acorns, the pine cones, and the leaves all fall. I'm going to put all of these embeds on top first, then I'm going to turn these around and face them vertically instead of horizontally. So if I need to push to one side to kind of even it out, I can. All right, the next thing I'm going to put on are these pine cones. So excited about these pine cones, y'all. They look super cute. And I actually prefer that they're flat backed because that makes it a lot easier for me to stick onto the soap, and it wastes less melt and pour because that's not the side you're ever going to see. Okay, time to put some acorns on. I tell you what, those cottagecore TikToks give me life. There are people I am convinced are not human. They're like real fairies, and they're like just waking up on a Monday morning, and then it's like they step out of this castle into fairyland and they're like, just a casual Monday. My hair looks beautiful. I'm wearing a medieval dress. I have a horse named Reginald. Oh, I just realized I just put in the same embeds. I didn't put any of the pine cones in. What was I thinking? Now I'm gonna have to scoop off all these embeds. Lucky for me, they're close to the... Oh, that is not working! A popsicle stick, perhaps? I'm so ticked. That was going so well. And then I just ruined it! Okay, okay. 'Tis a mere flesh wound on some of these. Okay, if I pull up, it comes out a lot easier. I cannot believe I did that. What a goose. Anyway, if you want to see an actual fairy, watch COTTAGECORE TikTok. There's also a TikTok account I am subscribed to of this couple renovating, I believe it is a carriage house. I don't know. I'll leave the account down below in the description box so that y'all can go be inspired. I have a dream of like having an Airbnb like that y'all guys can go stay at, and then I will give y'all the soap that I make. Like I'll have a specific bar of soap that we make for that Airbnb. Why stop at soap? Honestly, I could have like an entire product line that if you stay at that house, it's exclusive to the house and you can take it home with you, and I'll leave lots of little touches around the home. The only thing is it's such a time investment to do Airbnbs, and there's not a lot of money in it. It's kind of a labor of love, which I wouldn't be doing it really for the money, but I just don't have a lot of time right now. So I'd have to get a really inexpensive house that I could renovate and then rent out. I mean, at a decent price. I would never want to charge like an insane amount to rent that, but it would be really fun. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz this with some rubbing alcohol, and then I think we need to add some sparkle sunshine. Oh man, I can't find it. Yeah, see, this is too thick. I wanted it to be spritzed. That doesn't look bad though. It's just not what I'm going for. Nope, gotta stop. That ain't it. Well, one of these days I'll find the sparkle sunshine and we'll put it on top, but until then, let me bring you in for a close-up. Oh, yes. I made a soap like this last year, but I like this one better. I think the piping just looks better. So I'm gonna wait 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and we will chop this soap into bars, and you guys can take a look at the inside of the bookshop, a cottagecore inspired soap, after this quick commercial break. Oh my gosh, look guys, look at this color. Oh, it looks even better the next day. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on its side, and all of the green is hidden on the inside, so I really hope this works the way I wanted it to. It does look a lot better with the colors right now. It looked good yesterday, but you know, sometimes those colors deepen as they sit, especially if it goes through gel. And I think it did. So, okay, which one should I pick? I always pick a middle one, but I'm tempted to... How about this one? I'm literally pointing to two. How about this one? Slide her right out. Yes! Oh my gosh. See, and this was a time that green actually worked. If you guys have watched my Prince John soap, the green I used in that design did not work. It clashed. It looked really bad. But this time, it's perfect, and it portrays exactly what I want it to. I want to get a really good whiff of the smell. I'm getting pieces of it, but oh man, okay, yes, it's working. Hooray! I cannot wait for those of y'all who pick up this little COTTAGECORE soap, my little bookshop soap. I cannot wait to see your reviews and opinions about my fragrance mixing for this particular soap, because I did a lot of research and a lot of thinking about it, and I think it just works. It just works. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment down below. Any other little trendy soaps I need to make? COTTAGECORE was really fun. Other TikTok trends I need to stay on top of as far as style and aesthetics go. Let me know down in the comments below. Ooh, y'all, it's getting busy. It's getting busy over here. Ooh, we're creeping on into Christmas. It's gonna be the biggest Christmas yet, and we're just really busy. I was planning for this video on getting all dressed up, all cottagey, little wreath on my head. As you can see, this is what happened. Does my black shirt make me spooky with the autumnal decor? I'm clutching at straws. Anyway, I hope you have an absolutely magical day today. Be sure you do something fun for yourself, like going out and gathering. No, not gathering. Foraging mushrooms and acorns to put on your little table in your whimsical little home. Or perhaps opening wide the shutters to your Parisian escape, smelling the autumnal air and watching lovers walk hand in hand down the street, all the while feeling inspired to write a ballad. Okay. I don't care what you do. Just make sure you do something fun for yourself today. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. And also, I don't have internet right now at my new house, and I have maxed out my data plan. So if you're wondering why you haven't seen me on TikTok or Instagram, kind of like talking and sharing stuff, that's why. It's coming soon, like in the next 2 weeks. Don't worry, I'll be back. And in the meantime, have an absolutely royal day, and bye for now. Meow.